Welcome everyone. This is a new Let's Play of a game called Bloodnet by Microprose. After our intro, I'll explain what little bit I actually do know about this game. On a cold evening in Manhattan, you relax in your favorite bar, The Abyss. As you order another round, you notice a striking exotic woman staring at you from across the room. Still staring, she walks towards you and makes her offer. Our main character here goes by the name Ransom Stark. Looking for me? Maybe. I thought I could find someone like you in a place like this. Apparently the woman we are talking to is named Van Helsing. Melissa Van Helsing. My lucky day. The name's Ransom Stark. I know. I've heard of you. It looks like clients aren't exactly beating down your door, Stark. I'm here to make you an offer. Pays 50 grand. Interested? For 50 grand? There isn't much I wouldn't do for 50 grand. I'm not interested in your personal life, Stark. What I want is some business taken care of. A man named Clayton McRae with the Transtech Cyber Eye Bureau is making my life very difficult. My father and I have indulged in a few business practices that conflict with the company's policies and aren't going to sit well with the Judgment Committee. I want the records of them wiped off the disks, or McRae convinced that I'm not worth investigating, ever. I don't care how you do it, just do it, and you'll get paid, agreed? Are you part of the deal? Just do what you're hired to do, Stark. You'll get your money. Then we'll talk. Where do I find you? Uptown at 666 West 125th Street. The penthouse. I'll be waiting. Because you are a professional, the job takes only a few days. You transfer the information to Van Helsing and take the subway to his penthouse to collect your payment. I'm here for the 50 grand. You work fast. Not too fast. I get the job done. Now I'm here to collect. Relax. You'll get what's coming to you. That doesn't sound like a good thing, I don't think. That's what I'm counting on. You've got a real attitude, Stark. Too bad we hadn't met under different circumstances. I'm not usually one to go for low-rent mercenary types. Don't knock it until you tried it. Besides, you're not exactly standard issue. What's your story anyway? You come out of nowhere with the most unusual, captivating looks I've ever seen on any woman, then offer me a fortune for a job I could do in my sleep. I couldn't wait to get up here to see you again. You're like no woman I ever met. I'm not sure I like what you're doing to me. Don't knock it until you've tried it, Stark. Come here. You read my mind. Speaking of mind, what is this? Thing sticking out of the back of your head. You have a neural implant, Stark? Yeah, a woman pulled me out of the gutter and saved my life with that thing. Another woman, Stark? I'm almost jealous. She was a friend, a good friend. I haven't even talked to Tackett in years. Heard she was somewhere in the Greenwich Village Warrens. I should look her up. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for her. How true, but let's forget about her. One woman saved you, Stark, and now one's going to damn you. My way's a lot more fun. Talk to me, Stark. I want to know everything about you. Is that supposed to be a woman? That looks like... okay. But there was also a creepy dude in the background, and he's coming over to us. It must be her father, Abraham Van Helsing. That will be enough, Melissa. You can amuse yourself with him later. I am Abraham Van Helsing. You work for me now, Stark. I'm not on your payroll anymore, Pops, so don't start throwing your weight around. You do not see the seriousness of your position. You shall. Nah, I think I'll be seeing the door, Daddy. No, Stark, you will not leave this room until I have tasted of you. What? What are you? Your eyes, so intense. You have given me what I need, the address of Deidre Tackett. My vampires and I have tracked dozens of former Transtech employees who might have known where Tackett was hiding herself. At last we found you. Your time as my minion has just begun. Come to me, Stark. Feel my mouth on your neck. For your service to me, I give you eternal life, undeath without end. This kind of sounds like vampires. Well, I would say so. This can't be a good thing. That looks pretty painful. Wow, he's turning pretty fast. Untold hours after Van Helsing's attack, you awaken dazed and racked with pain in your surreal tomb-like chamber. Whoa, this is a pretty crazy place. What have I become? What have you done to me? You are one of us now, Stark, a vampire, a hunter of men, and because you are my creation, you are under my command. But why? I can use a freelance with your talents in my cadre of Night Stalkers. When we have captured Tackett and taken from her the information that we need, I will be but one step from attaining power over Manhattan cyberspace, and beyond. I shall control the Earth's computers. I shall have power without limit. And I'm gonna help you? You already have. Giving me Tackett is like handing over Incubus, the ultimate icebreaker, to me. Come, you have much to learn. You must be weak after what you've endured. Let us venture outside and select your dinner. Sorry, Abe, after-death experiences always turn my stomach. I ain't hungry. Apparently I just punched a vampire in the face. Your sudden blow stuns the vampire lord, allowing you to make a mad dash from the penthouse to the street. Not pausing to catch your breath, you run to the subway, desperate to reach Tackett's laboratory before it's too late. Apparently my neural implant can talk. What has happened? The situation is untenable, Stark. Power drain is immense. Perceptual filters and personality stabilizers processing at maximum capacity to neutralize unbelievable alien inputs. I repeat, what is happening? I think I'm dying, Implant. The old guy is a vampire. He tried to transform me into one. He expected to control me. But I'm still in charge, I think. I feel both awful and great. My whole body aches, but I feel strong enough to kick through a wall. Oh god, look at my flesh. My mouth aches. My teeth are sharper. I think I have fangs? Get a grip on yourself, Ransom. Current inputs are confusing enough. I need less babble from you and more analysis. I'm doing my best here. I'm not every day if somebody bites my neck open and sucks out my arteries. Analysis? I've become a vampire, it seems. Except for some reason I'm able to resist Van Helsing's domination. Maybe you have something to do with that. Assuredly, Ransom. Van Helsing's attack almost fried me, and I've been working double time to counter the vampiric elements that Van Helsing introduced into your identity matrix. I've managed to slow the rate at which you are becoming a vampire, but as I mentioned, the drain on me is considerable. I compute that, at present outlays, I will cease to function in days, and you will irrevocably become a vampire. You're saying I'm not damned yet? There's still hope? My presence has helped you maintain a grip on your humanity. You are, for the most part, a vampire, but I think the state is still reversible. I haven't the slightest idea how you reversed the condition, but theoretically, it's possible. You might try accessing the well, where Deidre keeps her text files. Perhaps she is involved with the vampires in some way. The well was at the address Hope. I assume it is still there, unless she has changed it. You might also view the notes you keep in your handheld computer. You could use some help. Alright, so apparently we've been turned into a vampire, or almost turned into a vampire, but luckily our neural implant is sort of staving off the process so that we can still try and cure it before it takes over. This is from what I can tell, a very role-playing oriented adventure type game. A lot like the Quest for Glory games, but it seems a lot deeper. There's a lot more skills and a lot more attributes. The only thing that I heard sort of down in this game, though, was that it's possible you might be able to get stuck because it sort of runs in real time. So it might end up actually just losing the game flat out. And if that happens, that'll probably be the end of the quick look, and maybe I'll try again some other time. But we'll give it a shot. So I guess we'll go through the long manual character generation, which is sort of the old Ultima style questions and answers. So, a serial killer stalks Lower Manhattan's dream parlors, rooms filled with dream machines, virtual reality equipped sensors, deprivation tanks that allow users to enjoy realistic simulations of any experience. The parlor owner hires you to apprehend the killer. Do you link yourself to a dream machine that you program to simulate precisely what is occurring in the parlor you are occupying? In this way, you'll be able to view the killer should he enter the parlor and capture him. In an effort to deter the killer from returning, you arm yourself to the teeth and make yourself as visible as possible as you patrol the parlors. Or rig the entrances to each parlor with sensors linked to a cyberspace well, from which you will monitor them. When the killer makes his move, you can alert the parlor owner. So it seems like this is the more like hacker-oriented one. Then we have the fighter-oriented one. And I don't know how that really be different than the other one maybe, but... And let's see. We're going to try this one. Or actually, let's go with this one. So I'm gonna link yourself to a dream machine that you're programmed to simulate precisely what is occurring in the parlor you are occupying. And that way you'll be able to view the killer should he enter the parlor and capture him. The recent unification of North and South Dakota has left a radical group of radical South Dakotans quite unhappy. The leader of the group comes to Manhattan and offers to pay you a hefty sum to formulate a plot that will bring North Dakota to its knees. You deck into cyberspace and manipulate North Dakota's government payroll database so that civil service employees receive paychecks for $200,000 on payday, thus creating financial chaos. Kidnap Bogart Finch, the newly elected governor. Assemble a homemade electrical storm grenade that will detonate at the opening session of the Unified Dakota's Parliament. I kind of like this one of giving everyone a bunch of money and screwing it all up. The Lizard Kings, a radical gang that claims the 20th century rock star Jim Morrison is a poet and godlike figure, are attacking hapless citizens and defacing property throughout Lower Manhattan. You decide to intervene by attacking the gang and stunning them with white noise grenades and taser guns, and issuing a warning that next time you'll send them to the other side. Sneaking into the gang's lair, stealing a pair of leather trousers, which the Lizard King stole from Manhattan's Hard Rock Cafe, that belonged to Morrison, thus hurting their morale. Decking into the net to retrieve all the songs and lyrics of the Doors and the Beatles songs, and then convincing the gangs that the Beatles were far more talented. Agreeing, the Lizard King changed their name to the Yokos. Wow. You know what? People like that, I think we should just throw noise grenades at them and then taser them a bunch. While eating soup at a Larman, I don't know what that is, a Larman counter, you spy a beautiful Japanese waitress. Tinted eyes, hair combed back over a skulljack, shapely legs, and 4 cybernetic fingers variously tipped with feathers. A syringe, a felt tip pen, and a spoon. Your dream girl. Apparently that's my dream girl. I don't know about that. Patch her into your decking unit and take her into cyberspace with you. Break into Transtechno's notional labs just to impress the hell out of her. Cannibalize the bioprocessor from a neuro rifle and jury rig an aphrodisiac she can install in her skulljack. Barter with a mechanic of your acquaintance who assembles several new fingers for her, and take these appendages to the restaurant with high hopes of wooing her. Entertain her with tales to astonish from your career as a mercenary fighter. Yeah, we'll take her with us and hack into the notional labs just to impress the hell out of her. Oh wow. Nasto Gori, who always has the latest weapon technology, sold you a set of claws. When you are attacked in the subway and whip them out in your defense, they barely hold up. For the money you paid, you should be able to handle a simple mugging. You demand replacements. Demand a new set of blades, plus a 44 machine pistol and a few anarchist specials to make up for your pain and suffering. Turn him with what's left of the blades, and basically kill him. Now I think we should demand replacements and let's get a little something extra. Sable Pagel, a fruit merchant of your acquaintance, enters your favorite bar, the Abyss, and falsely accuses you of addicting his daughter to hallucinogens. You threaten the man with a Bowie knife, causing him to withdraw his accusation and apologize to you. Set aside the weapons and you carry and challenge Pagel to unarmed combat as a non-lethal way of settling the matter. Think fast in order to avoid violence, and persuade Pagel that you are innocent of what he accuses you. Ask no questions and hit him with a full ampere of your Krupp's taser gun. I have no reason to want to hurt the guy, so we'll see if we can convince him. Sometimes the jobs that don't pay are the most rewarding. Sticking it to the corporate establishment gives you such satisfaction. Your favorite is a novice hacker's staple, tapping the communication lines of public figures and stealing the tapes to maintain broadcasters who pay big. Prankstering, especially shutting down the mega systems of corps to tout claims of invulnerability. Nuking your friend's criminal records. I like the prankstering. After you've finally earned the money to settle down and open your own cyberhog shop. What's a cyberhog? I guess a bike. Surfacing and stealing antique Harleys. Yep, that would be right. A bike. The neighborhood kingpin drops by to let you know that he expects a cut of the profits in exchange for protection. You bargain with him, they cut down on the price. Give him a previously owned hog in good condition and tell him you expect to be the end of it. If he hassles you, he'll discover that his brakes suddenly don't work. Design the slightest security system you can for the shop and buy yourself a sawed-off shotgun. That one sounds good to me. In exchange for scoring him a few electronics from his lab, you are offered one of the cybergenetic enhancement prototypes, a neurochip that enhances the decking experience. For now, his device can only enhance one feature of a deck. You prefer the shadow chip, the ice chip, allowing the decker to penetrate most lower-level cybersecurity, the yin-yang chip, which eliminates the threat of consciousness dispersion. Go with the ice chip. The Electronic Freedom Federation calls for a citywide day of defiance in which citizens of Manhattan are encouraged to commit anarchic acts in protest of Trans-Technical's monopoly control over cyberspace technology. What am I going to do? Introduce into cyberspace a virus that causes the message frag Trans-Tech to appear on the screen of every affected computer. Stand outside the entrance of the Trans-Technical's headquarters in Brooklyn. No, that ain't gonna be it. Barter with a local fence for a holograph projector and spend the day using project holographs of yourself into the paths of onrushing traffic. Walk into the meeting room of Trans-Tech sponsored Cyber City users group and begin firing non-lethal blasts from a street sweeper riot containment rifle over the heads of the membership. I like this one. A friend who explored forbidden areas of Trans-Tech cyberspace has been snared in a data cage. Her body hooked up to her decking unit will rot while her consciousness remains locked in cyberspace. Keeping her on life support is expensive. To help you, attempt to cloak yourself in the net to approach and release her, even though it means risking your own safety. Realize that she simply took the gamble. Track down security watchdog who caught her and persuade him through bribery and intimidation to release her. Hack into her family's financial records and give them the means to support her until you can find a way to free her. We'll attempt to save her. Trans-Technicals is sponsoring the colonization of Mars. You have a chance to get in on plans for the net between Earth and the colony. It could be profitable, but it's risky and experimental. The matrix isn't stable yet. You could end up lost in the net forever. Take the challenge of a commissioned expert to build the most advanced decking unit possible, ensuring your conscious safety but costing a fortune. Avoid the net, but capitalize on it by selling exclusive decking units to colonists. Wait until the matrix is stable. You'll miss out on building a lucrative business early, but will keep yourself in one piece. We'll commission an expert. So after all those questions, which is quite a few, we can now sort of mess around with our character here. We'll stick with that guy, I guess. We got 60 hit points, strength. So like I said, lots of skills and abilities. So we can modify 5 different things, and we have 20 points to put into those 5 things. So let's see. Let's give ourselves some more agility, I guess. And then we're pretty good at hacking, I guess. I don't know what the max is. I'm wondering if it's 100. Not sure I like the high blade skill, but we'll just go with it. And then we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Got 5 more points. Put it in the jury rig. And we'll hope we totally don't gimp the character, but if we do, then oh well. So let's go. So here's where we start. First of all, I'm going to save it. Great. And next time we will, in the next video, we'll actually start to play. That took a long time to get through all that, so please continue in the next video, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.